WMDT 47 News, live at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Linda Kurtz. More news in less time starts now. Last January, Anitra Perkle was carjacked and murdered, left for dead in a Del Mar field with multiple stab wounds. 3 suspects were charged with butchering the 25-year-old girl. Kenneth Elvira is the first defendant to go to sentencing. The teenager was charged and tried as an adult.
He was convicted of a number of offenses at trial and went to sentencing specifically on the offenses of first-degree murder, armed carjacking, and grand theft.
Despite Kenneth Elvira's young age of 16, he was sentenced to life without parole. The judge made comments today saying Elvira was consumed with evil and he believed there was no reasonable hope for rehabilitation.
We are extremely satisfied with the sentence that was imposed. We're extremely satisfied with the jury verdict in this case. And under the circumstances, we believe that justice was done when the court imposed the maximum possible sentence for first-degree murder.
Anitra Perkle's family and friends left the courtroom today wearing shirts in memory of their loved one.
He pretty much got what he deserved. I mean, like I said, you do adult crime, you do adult time, and the age shouldn't make a difference at all.
Linda Kurtz, WMDT 47 News. The blizzard of 2010. This historic storm has people bundling up and digging out.
I was just on the ground trying to dig out my tires while my friends were shoveling around me. We've been out here about an hour trying to get my lovely car out.
Dana cleared a path for her car, but others aren't so lucky. There's lots of chipping, scraping, and wheels turning. Here's the problem with shoveling this kind of snow. The first layer is light, it's fluffy, but then you get down to the bottom layer and you hear this. It's a solid sheet of ice, making it almost impossible to dig out. It wasn't easy sailing for those brave enough to take on the icy conditions. Officials are urging everyone to stay off the roadways. But despite all the backbreaking work and treacherous driving, there's still time to have a little fun.
Brought the kids out to play in the snow a little bit, have a little bit of fun, do a little sledding, a little snowboarding. And
while the kids look like they're having a great time, the wintry weather may be an excuse for the adults to have fun too. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Linda Kurtz. More news in less time starts now. Well, much of the nation has been gripped by record cold temperatures in the last couple of weeks. We've seen the same here on Delmarva with snow and gusting winds, but there could be a big change with higher temperatures in the forecast. Mark, what can we expect? Thanks, Mark. Well, folks in Florida are hoping for a warm up as well. The frigid temps there continue to drop. Overnight lows were dipping into the 30s and lower. Miami broke an 83-year-old record by falling below 37 degrees. Since late December, a media storm has developed in Delaware. At the eye of it, pediatrician Dr. Earl Bradley. He's accused of sexually abusing several of his patients, and now more questions than answers are rising. WMDT's Terrence Lee reports. Well, today at 4 o'clock, the state's Criminal Justice Council will be holding a special meeting in Wilmington to discuss funding for victim services in this case. As for Bradley, he is expected back in court on Thursday. Well, the Sarah Foxwell case rocked Wicomico County over the holidays, but the kidnapping suspect, Thomas Legs Jr., will face a judge in Worcester County this week. Now, here's a review of the pending case. Well, the North American International Auto Show begins in Detroit today. 41 new vehicles will be unveiled, down from last year. Electric cars are getting a lot of buzz, with several set to hit the road at the end of the year. Small cars are also a big story, with many Americans now shopping for cheaper, more fuel-efficient vehicles. Well, the stimulus plan boosted spending for infrastructure projects like building roads and bridges, all in hopes to get Americans working again. But a new AP analysis shows that those projects have had virtually no impact on local unemployment, and the increase in construction industry has been minimal. Baltimore Ravens fans should be pretty happy after yesterday's big win against the New England Patriots.
It's all the way!
See those fans there? It was all Ravens all the time. They were up 14-0 just after 5 minutes. It all added up to a 33-14 pounding, and it had the Patriots packing and the Ravens looking ahead to the Colts. And it looks like Governor Martin O'Malley will be dining on New England lobsters this week thanks to a governor's bet. If the Ravens had lost, O'Malley would have sent crab cakes up north to Governor Patrick. Lots of fun there. And thanks for making us your choice for news this afternoon. If you missed any of the phone numbers or web links in the show, you can get them at WMDT.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook.